Hey guys, today we're going to be making a motor. This is really simple to build and the result is really cool. What you're going to need for this is some magnet wire, a magnet, some styrofoam, a straw, 2 paper clips, a battery, a dowel, a couple wires, and some sandpaper. A lot of these parts are interchangeable though, so watch the video and you can probably make it work. So the first thing we're going to do is take a dowel or something of about this thickness and our magnet wire, and you want to leave about 2 to 3 inches on the end, and we're just going to wrap it around here 10 to 20 times. Alright, so as you can see, you should have something like this, and again, want to leave about 3 inches of wire sticking out on either end. Then what we're going to do is slide it off the dowel here and just press it all together. And then what you want to do is you want to wrap the wire around on each side. So I'm going to show you that here. Alright, so this is what you want to end up with. I took one end and wrapped it one around this side, one around the right side here. I wrapped it around there 2 times, and the important part is you want these to be about centered, and you want to make sure that they're very straight. So here's another close-up view of what it should look like. So the key to getting this motor to work the best is to have these stems centered as much as possible. So you can see what I do with mine is I just bend it in a little so that it's centered on every side. So going this way, centered going this way, and centered going that way. Alright, so what we're going to do next with it is we're going to sand just the top half of it. So if you're looking at it from the top view, we just want to sand the top half of it. Don't sand the bottom, just the top. What I recommend doing for this is just holding it in your finger and just pinching down really hard and just dragging it right along the top. So as you can see, I pretty much got this one done. You can see how the top is more silver, as the bottom is more that reddish copper kind of color. So you want to make sure that it's all the enamel is off of it, so it's going to work the best that way. Alright, so once you got both sides, the top half sanded, again, just make sure that these ends are lined up and centered. So next we're going to build the base. What you want to do is you want to take your styrofoam and your 2 paper clips and just unbend them. Alright, so as you can see, we got our paper clips unbent, and we're just going to stick these into the foam like this. Then you can take a straw. You don't have to do this, but it helps to just hold it all stable, and just stick it right through the tops of them. Then you want to take your 2 wires and wrap one around each paper clip. As you can see, I just wrapped it around there about 3 or 4 times. Then we're going to take the magnet and set it right in the middle there, and then take a battery and tape 1 wire to each side. So all you have to do is take your coil, slip it into the paper clips, give it a spin, and there you go. As you can see, it actually gets spinning really fast there. So yeah, a really simple build and a very entertaining toy. So if your motor isn't really working as good as you'd like, there's a couple things you can do. You want to make sure that the stand is all symmetrical, make sure that the paper clips are even, and that when you put the coil in, it sits in there evenly. And you also want to adjust the height of the paper clips and make sure that it's only a little bit away from the magnet. Another problem that can often happen is sanding. a lot of times the enamel will still be on there, it's just very hard to see. So go over it a couple more times with some sandpaper and try it again. Another thing to look at is with the coil, make sure that it's, again, very straight. Get it as centered as possible. You can just play around with it a little until it's working how you want it to. But yeah, that's all you can really do for that.